Dear Professor Paolo Andrei, dear Ambassador Nicola Bellomo, dear Professor Roberto Valentino, all distinguished professors wherever you are, in Rwanda, in Italy, in Belgium and Germany and elsewhere, I wish first and foremost to thank and commend you all those who played a role in the conception and development of this Erasmus Plus project for Rwanda. As we all know, it is commonplace to say that accessing knowledge and useful information, commonly known as being educated, is recognized as one of the most fundamental human rights. We all agree that being educated is first and foremost an end in itself. But in addition to that, for a country having educated people, building strong human capital is a condition sine qua non to achieve other development goals. In the early 1960s, when most of the then colonized countries accessed independence, many shared issues pertaining to extreme poverty and very low level of economic development. 60 years later, there is now a huge gap between the situation of some which are now in the first world of developed countries and the situation of so many others which did worse than stagnation, that is, which regressed. Although there is no simple common explanation for this, experts agree that consistently promoting quality education for all, building strong human capital with necessary capabilities, have played a vital role alongside other environmental factors such as good governance and justice, peace and security, investment and innovation, to name but a few. This being said, the needs for education are varied, complex and immense. Choosing the right policies, the right priorities, the right allocation of resources is what makes a difference. If for many past years, Rwanda has sustained a high level of economic growth even during periods of global turndown, if Rwanda is among the countries which have experienced the highest level of improvement in human development in the last 30 years, it is because Rwanda has chosen to make education the main ingredient of the plan to build a knowledge-based economy with strong human capital. Today, Rwanda is on the right track to pursue and achieve its vision for the Rwanda we want in 2050, a Rwanda of prosperity and high quality of life for all, with human development and agriculture for wealth creation among the key pillars of that vision. The importance of developing human capital, including but not limited to teaching and training higher education teachers, can't be overemphasized. Similarly, having an agriculture sector which can produce effectively and efficiently quality and sufficient food in a sustainable way while preserving our ecosystems and the balances between all elements of our natural environment now and for the future is definitely a priority among the priorities. That is why, once again, we strongly commend all those involved in this Erasmus Plus program for having chosen to focus on two critical aspects of our vision, that is, focus on improving the quality and internationalization of higher education programs and the qualification level of both teachers and graduate students in some leading Rwandan higher education institutions, especially in the areas of food science and technology, and environmental protection, safety, and management. Less than 2 years after the first visit of Mr. Roberto in Rwanda in February 2020, and in spite of COVID-19 challenges, the achievement of the program are simply tremendous, and we wish to commend once again all those who played a role in achieving them. I hope the current consultations will help identify challenges and gaps, if any, and will be an opportunity for exchanges on how to make the program even more successful and even more impactful. I thank you all for your attention.